Welcome back to Crypto Hustle 101. In this video, I'm going to go over the concept of measured moves in trading and how I use them to enter and exit my positions. That being said, let's jump right in. In technical analysis, a measured move refers to seeing a repeated distance of price movement on your chart. Let's take a look at XRP USD on the 4-hour time frame. After pushing up in price in a bullish trending market, it then reverses here and pushes down and turns into a ranging market. Now let's go over to the menu, click the trend line tool, start here at the beginning of the first impulse move down and go to the end of it right here, then clone it and placing it here. We can see that it pushed down here almost the exact same distance, then reverses back up just like it did over here. This would be considered an ABCD price pattern, with this being the area you'll be looking to get out in if you actually got in somewhere around this level, or this could be your trade entry if you're looking to catch a reversal back to the top end of the range. Now let's clone that same measure move again. Clone. And place it at this point right here where it reverses back down. We can see the price pushes back down to this general area, the bottom end of the range, pushes back up, pivots back down to that same area again, reverses back up, let's come over, breaks out, and pushes to new highs. Now this is the new top end of the range that we could have forecasted as possible resistance by using these same measure moves over here. Let's go in the menu. Alright. Now we're going to use this one since this comes down the furthest. Go ahead and duplicate that. Place it right here. And let's go ahead and make it clear by making a horizontal line. And placing it right there. You can see that by going up from this two measured moves, we get the top end of the range where it reversed right here. Now let's go ahead and adjust the chart. See a little more. All right. Let's go ahead and clone this over here. And let's place it at the new top end of the range right here. And we can see the price pushes down, pushes down, pushes down, and reverses right here at this level, going back up, pushes down, 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 breaks this level, wicks past the bottom end of the range here, but then comes back up. So now let's go over an example of how I would use this to enter and exit my trades. Let's adjust the chart some more, come over here. All right, let's go back, copy this again, clone. Bring it over, and now let's zoom in so we can see this clearly. Now we can see that if we place this at the beginning of the push down right here, you can see in this general area it reversed back up, came here, clone it again, place it here, and we can see that now we're at the bottom end of the range, and I didn't get in here, so let's view this as like we were trying to get into a trade entry so we can catch the reversal back to the upside possibly. So by using the measure move, we can see that we're at a nice location because we're at the bottom end of the range. Let's see if we have any momentum present. Take a look at the MACD. We can see the price is coming down while the bottom end of the MACD is pushing up. That's giving us bullish divergence. And if we come up here, this candle being the lowest candle that comes down to the bottom here, once this candle closes above the top end of that candle, that triggers a buy signal for my trading plan. So the next thing I would do is I would try to determine where I would exit the trade at. The most basic thing to do would be to find the 50% of the actual move down to here. Let's go in the fib retracement tool. Come over here at the bottom, go back up to the top. We can see if I entered here, I'm looking to get out somewhere if we can reach this 50% level right here as a place to take profits. Then I will draw my CH101 retracements. And what that is after making these charts day after day, I found a way to use the measured impulse moves to forecast future support and resistance. So I modified the fib retracement tool. Let's go ahead and come over here. And I just go from the end of the move back up to here. Then I draw trend lines that intersect with these modified levels here. Go over to the trend tool. Click here. Intersect there. Do it again. Intersect here. Let's go ahead and extend those out. Extend right. Extend right. And let's click play, see what happens. Alright, pushes up, finds resistance, pause it. Now you can see the price came up and hit the 50% level, but also hit this trend line right here that I was able to draw based off of this level here. Let's hit play again. Alright, stop it. Now if I just use the 50% rule, once we get here and come down, there's nothing else to go by. But by using my levels that I came up with, I was able to add this trend line here that you can see prices run into, and it continues to respect. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Let's let it play some more. Alright, coming down, coming back, coming down, back up, respects it again, and continues to where we are right now. So right now, we're right here. Price is still respecting this level. And once we break through here, we can look for price. Well, I would look for price to come up to this level right here, find resistance again. And if it gets past there, resistance again. Once we get past here, we're clear to go probably to newer highs. Now let's use the same methods on our next example, which is Polkadot on an uptrending market. All right, for this next example, we're going to use Polkadot on the 1-day time frame. As you can see over here, price was on a bullish uptrend. Came to this point right here, started to pull back and reverse. So we're going to use this impulse move up as our measured move. The next thing I would do is try to forecast some support. Let's go over here to our fib retracement tool that we modified. Come down to the beginning right there. Take a trend line tool. Draw a trend line intersecting with this point right here. And another one for the other level. All right, let's hit play. Okay, stop it right there. So we have price pulling back to this trend line here, finding support. And let's see what the momentum is telling us about what direction price is going to go. All right, down here we have bullish divergence present. We have the MACD making higher lows. Let's go ahead and mark that. And price is making lower lows right here. Let's go ahead and mark that, make it clearer. All right, so we have price bouncing off support. We have confirmed bullish divergence right here. Once price closed above this level right here, over here, that's been confirmed. And I have the lowest candle here. The next candle over closed above it. We have a candle closing above it here. And if you didn't want to count that, you can actually count this one too. So that's a buy signal for me in my trading plan. So I have at least 3 reasons to enter a long trade right here. Last thing to do is use the measure move to try to figure out where we're going to take profits or get out completely. Let's go ahead and clone this. And put it down here where the reversal happened. Let's go ahead and zoom out our chart so we can see the whole thing. Adjust it. Hit play. All right. and stop. So as you can see, price pushed up, restart target objective, just as we projected. Once it hit that, it actually retraced back down and found support on that same trend line that I was able to draw right here. So that's how I use measure moves to enter and exit trades according to my trading plan. Now remember, this by itself doesn't actually make a plan. It's just something you use in conjunction with what you already do. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys got something from this. See you next time.